329 Bling, we started this project, and this was is a bracelet, and I'm using this ring from Dynamic. Here's the name of the place. Go to their website and find all this stuff. I'm using their rings to set this up. It's a two-part ring, and I put a piece of wood in between. I picked this because it was here on the floor. Been here for about 5 or 6 years, and it looked pretty good. And unfortunately, it's too dry. It'd be better if I stabilized it or injected it with super glue and let it soak from both sides. But you know what? Sometimes you and I just can't do all those things we want to do. We can work with wood. We're going to do that. But I got to catch up on a little business first. Had a guy a minute ago call me. He says, "Hey, I'm in your neighborhood. Can I stop by for a cup of coffee?" Sure, it's great. He's in Wisconsin. I'm in Louisiana. I'm not in his neighborhood. But if you're in the neighborhood, I'm right outside of New Orleans, just a mile out of New Orleans by the Ochsner Medical Center. And if you're in the neighborhood, give me a call. You can stop by and see me. I'm going to see a couple either Friday or Monday when they're traveling out for their Christmas vacation. That's really it. Then I heard from another one of you guys, y'all paying attention. Yesterday, I did this. I had my chuck key, and I put my key up, my chuck upright, and I left the chuck key in there. You sharp, you caught me. That's really a no-no. Why? You could accidentally start the lathe, and that thing coming out weighs about a double ounce and a half, and it will hurt you. Don't leave the key in your chuck. Thanks for mentioning that to me, guys. Keep me up to date. And then another guy said, "Hey, why are you wearing your face shield?" And that is because if it smacks me, it's going to hurt me. And a little hurt. You know, I'm 70 years old. A little hurt is going to hurt. But I wear my face shield. And I've gotten it to now that since I was hurt and had the stroke, I'm very, very cautious about being hurt again. Healing takes a long time. It's a pain in the ass. And it's a safer way to go. Get a good shield. The guy said, "What are you using?" This is the UVEX, UVEX. And I think this one's called the Bionic. But I tell you what, I'm going to Amazon.com. I love that place. I love walking around Amazon.com. Oh, I don't walk around. But I'm going to put the link to it, to where you get the shield and get the better shield, the glass. And when you're buying it, put them together. Get a replacement so you can put it on the shelf and keep it around. I got replacements been here for 6, 7 years. And I've got a couple of these. And I'll snap it in, snap it out. And always keep one available right here, hanging right in the way. So, got that. We're going to do a scratch off. We are. AAW had an article about how to do a scratch off. I'm okay with it, but I think I want to bring it a little down a notch. Down a notch. I went to a meeting last month with the Southern, they changed their name, Southern Bayou Woodturners? I don't know. Johnny Bile did a demo on it all, and it was kind of a rush and do this thing. For some reason, the whole thing changed. And Johnny had to get together one day and get this done. And he came in with a bit that he changed and modified to get up a blade for a pawn awl to use. I have one of those all over the shop. And you can always use it for scratching, doing your X's, and to do your centers and all. They're a handy thing to have around. Make them simple, make them cheap, use hardware store parts, and you'll like it. And trust me, you'll never, well, I can't say this. You will have too many, but try to go there, all right? Now, we're going to hold this bracelet. I'm going to show you how we're going to change it again, and we're going to clean up the outside, and the light just came on. All right, stick around. I'm not going anywhere, are you? Hey, you caught me. The chuck key is in the chuck. Bad news. I went to a one-way stronghold chuck, my favorite. And unlike my friend Carl Jacobson, I don't have to change the jaws on this quickly, 10 seconds. I changed the whole freaking chuck. So if you're getting into this and you're serious about it, think about the opportunities when you have more than one chuck. Here's one I have set up, and it's got the jumbo jaws on it. Right, you see, I have one quarter 20 bolt going through, and then two little size 10 screws here and here that hold the plate from jiggling. And this is a very simple rig. It's my 33 millimeter thing. That's what we turned held this block on yesterday to turn it. The block started out looking sort of like this. And we spun it down. Part number 2 of holding it, this is my number 2 stronghold jaws profile cut. They're not sharp, they're already got rings in them. That's my favorite one. I turn a sleeve. That's all sleeve. It's larger than the ring that I'm going to turn, right? And boy, am I close. I'm so damn good, it's unbelievable. But I turn the sleeve, put it on this. I'm going to keep saying it until I'm sure I am. I'll put it in here. I put a dovetail on the end. See it? The dovetail was critical. Why? Because I want it to pull itself back into the chuck as I tighten it down, not the other way around. And it can't be straight because I have to increase the friction and the holding power. It's like grabbing a baseball with your whole hand and your fingertips. You'll get more exact with your fingertips. So put this in. We have it in. I have my shield on, shield out. Rear with it. We have a spinning block. That's all. That does not matter what kind of wood it is, what shape it is. This happens to be a beautiful piece of make. Wow, that is a nice piece of wood. It might become something else. I'm going to bring my tool up, and you see that glinting mark on my tool rest right there? See that? That glint tells me that's about my basic setting for my tool rest height. And I tell you this because new turners say, what height do you set them? You find a comfortable one, and that's where you go. And that's what I did. I found the comfortable one, and that's where I put it. Now, I have the block. I could bring my tailstock up and put this between centers. I'm not doing that much damage cutting, so I'm going to take it light on cutting because I don't have to move a lot. And I'm just going to start from here, and let's see how it goes. Speed's running around 2,000 RPMs, maybe a little bit more. I'm very smooth. This doesn't, not exactly around, you hear it. I don't touch it in this position. I never put my finger, don't say never. I don't like to put my finger up there to check it. Why? A little splinter traveling at 2,000 RPMs just goes right to it. It hurts. Don't do it. This is, that'll let you know the ground. Okay, now with the shield. You can use your caliber to figure it out. What I did was I run my 3/8 inch deep fluted ball gouge I got from D-Way Tools, and I sharpened it with see that funny grind? It's like a little eagle beak there. That eagle beak term is from Hannes Mikkelsen because it reduces the bevel you're using, but it keeps it there. Right now I'm going to check it. I'm still a fuzz away. And I'm going to do that a little bit until I get the right size. Shields up. Just so I'm playing on the same game, what I did was keep running the size down. I used my 3/8 inch gouge to run it down. Now, suppose you don't have one of those, and you want to use a carbide cutter. Let me see. I got a carbide right here. This is a 16 millimeter round that we sell. This will work just as fine. little light cuts, and I rolled it up on the bias. What I mean, I rolled it up on that shoulder to slide it along instead of letting it stay flat and grip. I rolled it up a little bit. I like that technique. I do that with the scraper. I've been doing the scraper for years and years and years. The other way, you don't have that, and you want to get it in with something else. Here's the skew. Shield up. That's like doing it with a block plane. That gave me such a slick finish, it's unbelievable. You have to master the skew. It's one of the things you work on. Now I can put this on, and you see that it now slips on. Can you get a little closer? Get a little closer. You see the little ridge it's showing? We have a pencil here. See the little ridge? This is like amazing. It's like having graphics. Here's the line. That's on there. Now, how much? About that much. How much? About that much. Measure it. I don't need to. It's going to be holding on there. Now, my smart move would be, and I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see this. My smart move would be, I'm going to make that taper slow, slow, slow. I don't want a big dovetail. I want a slow, slow, slow taper. So I can push this back in and work it. And then when I want to work on it, I can ease it off. I don't want to use the tool to put it on now. I use the tool to take it off. These are the ones. Notice, I increased how much is going to be on the taper by just laying the taper down a little bit and rolling it back. And for you guys that say, this is, what's so much detail about this, a hokey little problem, hokey little project. No, this isn't a hokey little project. This is experience with your tools, and something comes out of it. So, now, I put it on here, tapped it on, just used a little block, and tapped it on there a little bit, so I've got a pretty good grab. And now I'm going to shape this outside. Punky wood. This is going to take a trick. I'm going to go to the sharpener and touch up my gouge one more time. Start with a fresh new cut. Shape that up using my 3/8 inch bowl gouge. And I got a little bit of fuzz on here where it's cutting just a little bit off. See a little fuzz right there? Which I'm going to clean up right now using good old fashioned heavy duty sandpaper. I'll take the tool rest out, pick up my papers, I'm going to drop down to 180 and spin it up and see about how this pen polishes. I think you need to move to see this better, don't you? Yeah. Whoa, now you're looking over shoulder. All right, see how I said it was kind of punky? It tore a little bit, but not enough because I used a good sharp cutter. Not enough where these tears won't go away with good old-fashioned sandpaper. And never underestimate the power of sandpaper. Shield up. My lathe is spinning a little quick right now, and I'm having a little control problem. I'm going to bring it down a little bit, see if I can get past that control problem. But you can see I'm now probably about 80 and 90 RPMs. That'd be really nice. I went up to 240, and now I'm at 320. I'm going to buff this out a little bit with 320. I like this paper. This is a, oh, here it is. B320. I get this from Vince Welch at Vince's Wooden Wonders. And he's got this with granite for cutting plastics and more conventional. Now, as I'm running this, I can feel some irregularities in that piece. Guess what that is? Wood. Hardwood, softwood, it cuts differently. Right? And that's 320. I want to stop at 320, mainly because that's the heaviest I've got in this package. You see, there's one more piece underneath here. Nope. That's it. That's where we're going to stop at. I'll do this now. Time to stop. What I'd like to point out to you is we did this project without any special rigs. If I didn't have a one-way center to hold this, I could use a Barracuda or Apprentice. One of them's on recall right now, I think the Barracuda. But don't go for all the snap-on, snap-offs. This is a hobby, not a speed race or a race. All right, now we use a block of wood. That block could be on a faceplate, on another piece that's on a faceplate. Be held with my jumbo jaws, whatever. Let's simplify how you hold it, but be safe with it. And if I get any rattle or noise, I would bring my tailstock up to it and put a little bearing on it. See, I still got the center mark there? All right, but this is an unfinished wood, sanded to 320 grit piece of jewelry. And I like this, I really do. Put a finish on it. I did a little suiting up for this finish. Why? Because if I don't, I'm not going to get hurt, but it's going to be in my fingers. Then I got to get it off my fingers. And chewing on it doesn't work. Right now, I'm going to apply this with this. This is that blue paper towel. I got this at Home Depot yesterday. So much of what I'm doing today relates to yesterday. Yesterday, we had the prostate cancer inspection, and well, and hey, I'm cancer-free. But I've got this roll of paper towel, and I took it to the bandsaw and I sliced the ring off, about 1.5 inches wide. Why? Because it saves my use of paper. I don't need a whole towel. I just need a portion of a towel. And there I have it. I have 1/10 of one sheet, because I can get 10 rings out of a sheet. All right, you with me? Now, I'm going to do this with someplace I have it here. Super Fast Medium by Starbond. EMO2. Why do I use that? Because I found out these guys know their business at Starbond, and they're really good, and it's a family. I'm going to go back to that. It's a family. Now, I have it on. I'm going to run it at that low speed. It's just barely turning. I'm going to add a few, put my pad underneath it, and add a few drops. Also, the beauty of using a super glue finish is it will penetrate deeper and thinner. It's thin. Water thin, or thinner than water. But I can apply a little bit and work it in, move it around. I don't need a lot. I mean, barely drops are going on there. And you can see the finish I'm starting to get. It's starting to build up. It dries about as fast as I can apply it. And I'm still using that 1/10 of a paper towel. But look. That's what I'm talking about. It went through, it's smoking. It went through the paper towel and got my glove. Hole in the glove. That'd be hole in the finger. So we're going to flip it over and go again. All right. Now, it is just about dry enough. If in doubt about the curing of it, a little bit of accelerant. That'll spark it up a little bit. You don't have to. I'm not a terrific fan of the accelerant all the time because I do believe it makes the glue a little bit hard. But I'll knock it down to a little accelerant. And I'll bring in one of my Scotch Brite pads and just buff off any bumps that might still be on there. That's my Scotch Brite pad, again from Vince's Wood and Wonders, my sandpaper and abrasive specialist. He is. You need to talk abrasives, you're not talking to some little cute little girl. Well, you might be talking Renee, but this guy knows abrasives. We ready to go again? A little bit more right here. Watch it sparkles. I mean, when it comes on, it sparkles. That's filling the voids and creating a finish. You don't need much. This bottle will probably do 300 bracelets, not exaggerating, because they use mere drops to do it. Now let's say you want to get completely anal about finishing this. I have no problem with that. I never tell people not to do a finish. Do a finish that makes you happy. We can do this by building up a sealer and then flushing it with OB shine juice to take out any little irregularities and polish it up, make it look like plastic and all. But this is gone from my wife, my sweetheart. And she just likes to have a little wood. Okay, get your mind out of the gun. I put on a couple of coats of CA, and I buffed it with that little Scotch-Brite, the white Scotch-Brite, which I believe is the finest one. And I did wear my gloves, so I didn't have any stuff stuck to my fingers. These are those cheap gloves you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's. Don't get exotic. You can ask your doctor if you go to your box. All right, I'm going to take another piece of towel. So this makes 2 sections of a towel, which is 1/5 of one towel, right? Or 1/3 of one towel. I know I'm wasteful, but hey, what the heck. And I'm going to put a little Renaissance wax on it. I like Renaissance wax. It gives me a nice polish. I'm not using it to fix any problems. Just a little light polish. I'm just going to buff it on there a little bit. And just about as quickly, I'm going to buff it back off. Just to polish and take care of the fines. You're going to like this. I really think you're hooked. You're in there. All right. Oh, yeah. We were working for a couple of goals today. Number 1 was how to hold it simply. A little block of wood holds it simply. The little jaws squeezing held it the other way to get started. If I realized that was this easy, I would have used these bracelets a long time ago. Yeah, right. And done these things, but they slip right off the block. You clean them up. Now I'm going to take the Scotch-Brite and buff off any little remnants of glue and adhesive that's on there. But this is what I was looking for. And if I don't turn it off, there it is. That is a really nice bangle bracelet. All wood. All wood. Before you call it right, why did I use CA? Because it gives me a bulletproof finish. And I mean, bulletproof is, it's the hardest thing in the shop. It's the hardest thing I'm going to work with all day. And it's going to hold up against the oils and skins and the banging and all that. Because this is going out in the public. Bing, 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 bing. All right? So that's why I used CA finish. I like it more than almost all the other finishes. Almost all the other finishes. So I'm going to clean this up, polish it out, and then the wife is going to wear it tomorrow. We're going to go to Ronnie's to visit, and Ronnie and I are going to talk about doing finger tops. You know what a finger top is, right? Yeah. Okay. You sure? We're going to have a little fun with it. You can see Ronnie's way of doing it, my way of doing it. Put them together and see which one you want to play with. You make finger tops for your grandkids and your nieces and nephews. Everybody likes to play with them. You'll find yourself and your buddies down on the floor playing with them too. That could happen. So, this is a good, simple project. It's something you get into. The wife, the honey one, will love it. It shows off the wood. It's wood art, made to be worn. I'm Captain Eddie Castle, and I hope this was good for you today. I enjoyed myself. Get back as soon as you can. Otherwise, I'm going to get out here. Oh, this is really good. Making shavings. Yeah, making shavings. Right here, making shavings. We're going to redo the end of this. Because as I was talking to you, I looked down and I could see the print on the back of the paper facing me. You know what it meant? That I wasn't cleaning it up. I wasn't taking the glue off. I just polished it on the back of the paper. So, you do it, use the paper the right way before you tell me about it. This is a nice project. Get out in the shop. Go. Go, 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 go. Love it, love it, love it. Now, if you wonder why you do it,
the most loveliest hand with the beautiful nails has added a new piece of bling to it, and it's wood. You can do this.